You're not welcome here, and you're not welcome in a lot of other places based on your videos.
You don't own this place. You don't own America.
No, you should move on. Nobody wants you here. Please move out.
Tyler, it seems like you discovered that anti-Semitism is lucrative, no?
So Pat obviously thought that we should pay for their money, so why don't you move to a different country? So
Why don't you go back to Israel? That would be my question.
I got like,
Public safety.
I would say 150 calls about you already.
What are they calling about?
People try to live a quiet life.
You two gentlemen, I saw a video of you walking into 136 Hillside. They asked not
Fair
to
enough.
come back. If
Amazing.
you come back, it'll be a trespassing charge.
You say anti-Semitism, I say anti-Goyism.
The Jewish community is extremely racist.
You have a group of people that call themselves God's people. You are a Semite supremacist.
Elon Musk has 12 kids. Why can't I have 12 kids?
He pays for them. You're arguing that I should pay for your kids.
I'm arguing that the government said.
That's our money. I pay taxes.
That's actually crazy, man. How you gonna compare yourself to Elon Musk? You cannot compare yourself to Elon. And like, why would you do that in today's age? We all know what Elon gets into. And you want to compare yourself to Elon Musk? Okay. Mind you, Elon Musk is a billionaire. He probably has a mom or a dad living off of welfare, and he's talking about, why can't I have 12 kids? Like, because he takes care of them kids. It's a difference, man. It's common sense. I know common sense ain't, common nowadays, but come on, dude. Lock in.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Can I call the cops on you? Look at that.
We may be in a corrupt hellhole. So what am I being pulled over for?
We got a call. Keep your hands on the steering wheel when you do so.
This is Lakewood, New Jersey, home to one of the largest and fastest growing Orthodox Jewish communities in America, having anywhere from 6 to 10 kids per family, causing the community's rapid growth to spill into the neighboring towns of Jackson, Toms River, Brick, and Howell, causing non-Jewish residents to fear that their town will soon be turned into.
That's crazy. I never been to Lakewood. I am from New Jersey, but Lakewood and all those, I don't even go there. I just think that is whitewashed. Like, I didn't know they even had this going on. Like, when I first watched the video, I was like, well, damn, they got this going on in Lakewood. Definitely won't be coming back. I mean, I see the Jews in other towns, but they're in like a small area. They don't really like be spread it out. Like, where I'm from, you don't really see Jews for real. I'm from Jersey. I'm from North Jersey, but you really won't see the Jews at all. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be hard for them to adapt to what we be doing, because what we do is fast paced, direct, and it's gonna take them a while for them to get used to that. But let's get back into the video.
To Little Jerusalem, just like Lakewood.
The tactics within this community, I would liken it to organized crime.
You were the vice chairman of the Israel Advisory Committee for Donald Trump in 2016. How did you get a relationship with the White House? Who in the White House?
I think I don't want to say.
Who are we messing with here right now, Chris? Is this video a mistake, man?
I'm going to be honest. The powers out here are pretty immense.
It's not about Jackson. Jackson is a test case. If it isn't squashed soon, is going to take over the entire country.
It's already a problem in all the surrounding towns. You have billionaires from Lakewood being involved, people connected to the President of the United States.
In New Jersey, is there room for a two-state solution?
No, there's clearly not. I think it's going to be a fight.
I ride around Lakewood. There are near Lakewood, outside of Lakewood, and all these towns around Lakewood, there are housing developments. Well, Goyim live there. There are no Yidden there yet. But all these housing developments, someone who they could turn it around. We saw what happened in Lakewood itself. There are a lot of other opportunities if people want to take that jump and become a shtickle pioneer.
As the Orthodox Jewish community consolidated political power in Lakewood, taking majority control of the Township Committee, Planning Board, Zoning Board, and School Board, financially depleting the public school system for non-Jewish kids, overwhelming local infrastructure, and turning a once quiet town into a densely...
That's crazy. I thought I mean, my town, we get the most funding out of any, any town in New Jersey, honestly. We get the most funding, we get the biggest funding, honestly. I thought I thought we had it. I mean, we got it like that. You know, the funding we get, we actually use it. Actually goes towards the schools for real. You know, we kind of do have like the best schools out of like most of the towns to be fair. So, let's do that.
Populated, over-trafficked Jewish enclave prioritizing Jews over non-Jews. Before I investigate the Jewish takeover of Lakewood and of the nearby town of Jackson, I first want to visit the town where the blueprint was born, Muncie, New York.
Someone like David Badner saw the opportunity a few years ago. He bought 50 to 100 houses in Muncie. I believe that he single-handedly, in a certain way, turned around Muncie. These are opportunities that come up every once in a while, and someone has to step up to the plate.
Miller News, thanks for meeting up on such short notice, man.
My Muncelandians, we here. We outside.
When did you notice Muncie begin to form as a Hasidic Jewish enclave?
I would say 20 years ago, I saw the first start of it, and then every year, it just started to grow exponentially.
Hey! It's me. How are you? Stop what?
They on Tyler. They on Tyler.
But the Jews here were not happy to see me after I asked how they afford 7 to 10 kids on a single income and if they were on welfare in Curious Joel. How many kids do most people have out here?
17, 18.
How do they afford 17, 18 kids?
How the hell do you get 17, 18 kids out of it? You know what? Man, I'm my business. 17, 18 kids. Whatever rocks your boat. That's all I gotta say.
They're proud to do what the Torah says, that you need to be multiple and fruitful.
How do you afford to study the Torah, though?
God help me.
Does the American taxpayer help you, too?
Also, yes.
How do people afford to have such big families out here?
I'm not saying anything.
Are you Tyler?
I'm Tyler.
Are you trying to do another anti-Semitism video?
How did I spread anti-Semitism? That's crazy you said that. Life circumstance, different culture. So this is their way of, like, listen, I know you're frustrated about what some of the things we focused on. Is that kind of what I'm getting at?
Sure.
So give me some examples of how things were misconstrued. Yeah, what did I get that was wrong?
So it's not necessarily misconstrued. Well, it is misconstrued. There's a lot of it that's, you'll cut a lot of it, cut out different words, make it sound a lot worse than it is. There's a lot of people here that are on welfare. A lot of people are in Section 8. A lot of people that are on a bunch of different WIC, food stamps, stuff like that.
Sure.
If you go to any low-income communities, you're going to see that. They're all going to be on the different welfares.
Okay, so they were on welfare.
Yeah.
Okay.
No bit of denying that.
Okay.
But again, it's the way you say it. It's the way you twist it. The way you...
How did I twist it?
Not twist it. Again,
How did
twist is the wrong
I'm
word.
just trying to understand where you're coming from.
Growing up in an extremely... Dude, no.
Ah, the insufferable hug. See, you say I misrepresent, and then they do that, like, come on.
I'm not saying they're all good people. It's like I said, wherever you go, it's going to be the idiots. There's always going to be the assholes wherever you go.
I totally get it.
You talk about the community.
Yeah.
It feels like you're trying to create a narrative that you did not find. You found people that are on welfare that have a lot of kids, but your headline did wrote welfare addicted Jews.
What is your frustration? I'm curious. Welfare dependent, welfare reliant, welfare addicted. What's the difference? Tell me. They need it to survive, and without it, they die. What is the difference?
It's addictive to bait click. That's an addiction.
That's an addiction?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you addicted to being a victim or what?
No.
The Goyim were grateful someone was finally bringing up their town's issues.
I show you. They take all my money, these people.
Do you think they take the money?
Of course, man.
Bienvenidos a Muncieland con mi amigo. All right, see you, bro. How do you like living here as a non-Jew?
So-so. Well, I don't
What do
like
you mean by so-so?
Because they're Hasidics.
Do they treat you as one of them? Like,
No,
are you guys
no.
on the same page?
No. They don't bother me because I don't deal with them.
Okay. You think there is large-scale welfare fraud out here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a lot. They get away with everything. They get the Section 8, they get everything. The free housing and,
Do you think most people work out here in the Hasidic community? No? How do they afford their bills?
I wish I knew. I would do the same thing, too.
And what are your thoughts on the driving out here? I gotta ask you that. It's the most important question.
I don't want to talk about it.
The driving is crazy.
Okay.
You got a stop sign over there, they don't even stop. They just pass, That's why so much traffic. And
Wow, speaking of that, any town in New Jersey you go to, bro, you're going to probably experience that the most. A lot of people like to say, my town has, quote-unquote, the worst drivers. That's not a lie, kind of do got the worst drivers, but like it's like Jersey is filled with a lot of impatient drivers. We don't really have drivers that we got drivers that we gotta be places. Even when I'm driving and I'm back in town, I'm impatient, so I don't like to drive slow. A lot of accidents do occur. I've seen accidents just happen, man. People usually don't stop. They just get into a car wreck. That's between you and the person. Everybody else just goes around you like any other day. Shoot, man. It's a lot of crazy things that go on. That's why, like, I'm in Arizona right now, and people like, oh, Arizona got crazy drivers. And I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, that's some. Y'all got some chill drivers. We got impatient drivers who are willing to hit you at any time. These drivers don't care. They'll do it to you for real. But, whatever, man. It's cool. I wish I had a body, not a body cam, what's it called? A dash cam for every single time to just show what these drivers do on the road. It would just be insane.
Accidents, and it's crazy.
You saw the Curious Joel video. Why was that video good?
That video was good because I've been in East Ramapo for as long as I remember. I also went to Spring Valley High School. I've been in the school system, and we've definitely seen a lot of things, especially since our school board was majority private school owners, mainly Jewish white men, and most of our school was not Jewish. And they had control over our public school system over like the past 10 years, purposely voting no on our school budget vote so that way we would fail, and we lost about 3-2 schools.
Basically, through block voting, Orthodox Jews won enough seats to control the East Ramapo School Board and went on to eliminate hundreds of public school positions like teachers and social workers, while approving millions of taxpayer dollars to be spent on their children's religious private schools, ultimately gutting the public school system for the estimated 9,000 black and brown public school students, while diverting that money to their private religious schools.
They give us food that's rotten and it's cold, and it hurts our stomach.
I ask you, do not take our music program away. I love playing an instrument. My brother would be crushed.
And the budget cuts were so devastating that in one instance, an elementary school shut down, and the majority Jewish school board then voted to sell it to a Jewish yeshiva for pennies on the dollar. Basically, the poorest, most vulnerable kids in these communities had their schools gutted and looted, all by a majority Jewish school board whose kids didn't even attend public school.
We believe that some of the decisions that have been made by the board have not been in the best interest of the public school community.
You don't like it, find yourself another place to live.
How was your education?
My education, it was decent, but it definitely could have been better if we had the resources that we were allowed to have. But again, for the past 10, 15 years or so, people have been purposely voting no on our school budget vote, so that way we had no funding and money for our school. And, that was done purposely.
And who was voting no?
Majority, the Jewish community. You, drive around here, you'll literally see signs saying vote no for a school budget, which I think is crazy. Luckily, we were able to get a ward system to be able to get 3 seats for, the wards. But if it wasn't for that, we still would be majority white Jewish men voting for public school students that they don't care about. Yeah, and they purposely go out their way to isolate us. We're basically isolated to the point where we feel like this isn't our home.
A lot of people like to say they're ducking taxes and all that. There's truths and lies to that, but I could only tell you that I've only seen the bad part. The bad part is I've seen houses get broken down. I've seen certain spaces, buildings get destroyed for let's just say for more kosher customs, you feel me? So
I want to thank you for showing our community. I don't believe in hiding. I believe we have a tremendous amount to be proud of, and like every community, we're different. We have our goods. Other communities have their positives.
Tell me about what are some of the best things about this community then.
Tonight at sundown, we shut our phones, we shut our cars, we go to shul. The most beautiful part of our religion, do you understand that Orthodox Jews can be anywhere? The sun is coming down, and it's the last opportunity to pray what's called mincha, which is afternoon services. They could be in the most important meetings, and they'll go pray. And they could care less about anything happening. The same thing's with Shabbos. We come home, our families are waiting. We sing Shalom Aleichem. We welcome in the Shabbos, and you'll say back Aleichem Shalom, right?
Could they feed 10 kids without those programs?
I am one of 10 children.
You're driving a G-Wagon, bro.
My father was never on any welfare. I used to reuse sandwich bags to save my father a penny.
That's great for you.
Mind you, just because his pops wasn't on welfare doesn't mean his mom wasn't on welfare. In Tyler's video, it exposed that it's almost always the moms that are on welfare while the fathers don't apply to be on welfare. They just buy the house and then the mom is paying the mortgage to the they get the money from the government to pay it to the pops. So at the end of the day, they're just getting the money over and over and over again. The mom is just qualified. They don't even put each other as married legally. So that's just how they do it. And honestly, it's really, really smart. That's how you finesse the government. So for him to be like I reuse the same sandwich bags. Come on, man. He's gonna only talk about his father. Come on, man. We knew what your mom was doing. She had welfare. Come on, lock in.
You're not welcome here, and you're not welcome in a lot of other places based on your video.
What about me, though?
I love you, man.
Ah!
You are funny.
You don't own this place. You don't own America. I can do whatever I want.
Whatever you want.
Get in your G-Wagon. Get to work.
You're not trying to bring people together. You never did. You never will. It's who you are. Somebody hurt you deeply, and I'm sorry.
He was right. Someone did hurt me. Whoever told my sponsors to pull out after making one video exploring a community of welfare-addicted Jews. If you want to help me avoid ending up on welfare too, and get access to all of these videos early, and watch never-before-seen content I can't upload on YouTube, go subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/.
You know what the crazy part about it? We can't even go to his Patreon. I was watching a video when I think it had 1.9 million views at the time. And while I was watching the video, scroll down to the comments and stuff, everybody talking about Tyler's Patreon went down. So Patreon deleted his page, which is insane to me. You deleted his page because he had opinions based on, based on the Jewish community. It's just really crazy. So I'm assuming that the Jewish community either spam reported his Patreon, but also before I even made this video, I just seen him upload a video saying they tried to silence me. So I might react to that today, later on. It's okay early right now, but let's get back into the video. That it's just crazy how they took away his Patreon. That's insane. Patreon, you got to do better.
Tyler Oliveira for $5 a month. Back to the video. After speaking to frustrated Goyim in Muncie, I headed to Lakewood, New Jersey, one of the fastest growing Orthodox Jewish communities in America, where a similar Jewish takeover has taken place, leading to the gutting of the public school system, all while turning a predominantly working class Irish and Italian town into Little Jerusalem.
I'm trying to merge a gap to see if there's any way that we could actually be one community. Because as you can tell, it's two separate communities. Look around. You will not see a non-Jewish resident here.
We got the Yiddish bus.
This is really all Jewish stores.
Sure.
Now, that pizza place, it's going to be kosher pizza, probably.
A lot of these signs are written in Yiddish, and everything's insulated. Basically, you come here to this plaza, get everything you need. Quite convenient, quite nice.
Now, everyone can shop here. Of course, we could go in and they'll be friendly, but everything's geared towards one community. But
and is it always this way? This part here, is this newly developed in the last?
Oh, yeah. So this used to be a concrete yard.
Got it.
So we're almost where we're standing. Used to have rows of concrete trucks.
Sure. It's bustling. Busy. Now, this place was packed with Jews buying groceries for Shabbos, but keep in mind, Goyim are fully allowed to come in here and shop whenever they please.
They're very friendly. I don't think anybody's going to be nasty to us. Is a lot of the fear bullshit warranted? Definitely not. Definitely not. But I do think they don't feel comfortable enough to do that.
But it's important to understand the bigger picture here. As kosher stores move in, more Jews move here too, creating a positive feedback loop where a town rapidly becomes a Jewish hub, ultimately changing the character and identity of a town, and in Lakewood's case, overwhelming the infrastructure. Before we explore the many implications of life for Goyim as towns like Lakewood become increasingly Jewish, I want you to understand how quickly the word anti-Semitism gets weaponized in real time out here.
Tyler, it seems like you discovered that anti-Semitism is lucrative, no?
Why do you think anything that you don't like to see is anti-Semitism? What have I said that's anti-Semitic? Go.
When you talk about people accepting government money, and the overlay is a bunch of pictures of fraud, you're trying to twist it to make it look like we're doing fraud.
There were welfare programs that were defrauded by Jews. What did I say that was a lie?
There are welfare programs that are defrauded by
Yes, and I made a Minneapolis video as well. I've made several videos. Why are you being so sensitive?
What you're trying to make it sound is like anyone who accepts government money in the Jewish community is doing fraud.
That's your interpretation.
What you're doing is dangerous.
How is this dangerous? Why should you be treated like a protected group? You're asking for special privileges.
No, we're not. We're asking just to be feared.
and you're not being fair.
I am being fair.
It's going to make you a lot of money, and it's going to gen up a lot of hatred towards a community that's seeing a rise in anti-Semitism that hasn't been seen in years. Every single day, our lives are at risk, and this is going to lead to more.
My sponsor literally got pulled out of the video once they learned the topic of that video. I lost the sponsorship. How is that lucrative? Tell me. So you say anti-Semitism, I say anti-Goyism. Listen, man, you got a kid in the car, I just noticed. Drive your kid home, get your groceries. You're getting honked at. Let's go. It was good to meet you, though.
So you're arguing with the United States because the president obviously thought that we should pay for their money, so why don't you move to a different country?
Why don't you move back to Israel then if there's so much anti-Semitism?
That's so real. I'd be so happy if they go back to Israel. Man, so if people from Israel causing problems, Mike, you talking about, why don't you just go back to where you're from? Man, take your ass back to Israel, man. We don't even want you here. You're unwelcome. Honestly, they're probably the most immigrant group that I've seen that have been unwelcome, honestly. They cause so much issues. They don't compromise Trump, and it's just a whole lot of issues going on, man.
Right? Like that guy said, why doesn't he go to Israel?
We are giving back.
Listen, in theory, welfare is a good idea. It's sweet, right? At what point is it too far? Because this is a program designed to help single moms after they get divorced and keep the kid from starving.
I also disagree with you that someone doesn't have a right to have a child.
I think you should have a child if you can afford it, right?
Interrupt real quick.
Sure. Let's hear it.
Okay. You two gentlemen, I saw a video of you walking into 136 Hillside. They asked not to come back.
Amazing.
If you come back,
I'm
it'll be a trespassing charge. You're
Fair
trespassing.
enough. If you don't like the laws of America and you think that the government welfare is stupid or whatever,
I would like to change the laws. Just like you would like to create anti-Semitism protection laws that give you guys protected classes and protection against anti-Semitism, whatever that means, right? So why don't you go back to Israel? That would be my question.
Because I like it here.
Same here. I like it here, but I'd like to make some changes. We can both agree on that, right?
So please, people are moving.
God bless you. There we go. He loves us.
I know. Make a change.
Yeah, you guys have group chats of me. You guys say, beware of this guy like I'm like Hitler or something. I'm like, come on, dude. I'm a nice guy. I talk to everyone.
Elon Musk has 12 kids. Why can't I have 12 kids?
He pays for them.
Your story point over here is that people can't have children if they can't afford them. You, as a society, are born from people who started with two people. Two, okay? Adam and Eve. That's it. You want to go with the Big Bang, but it started at some point. There was two people. And now there's billions. And there was trillions throughout the world. So you're saying if you can't have kids...
What does that have to do with anything? All of those people didn't have welfare. Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel. Did they have a government that paid for their
If you live in a government that decides that if you have children, we're going to help you. Now, everyone does their part.
You should not have more kids than you can afford. You're arguing that I should pay for your kids.
Okay.
That's what you're arguing.
I'm not arguing that I was giving kids.
You are.
I'm arguing that the government said.
No, that's our money. I pay taxes. I shouldn't be funding your
And
kids.
you elected Donald
Should
Trump.
not be funding your kids. You don't pay for my kids. Okay, fuck, I could do this all day. Why don't you go?
No, you should go because
You should
people
go.
you're stopping traffic.
should move.
Guys, let's go. Move on.
He's stopping traffic, not me.
Yeah, right. No, you should move on. Nobody wants you here. Please move out.
He was saying, Tyler, he loves me.
So
man.
we're not
That's
allowed
right.
here?
Go. You want to come to the corner?
Where? Over there? Let's go move. Let's go.
You know, I know what you did in the video, and we all saw it, and we still see it. But it's like...
What did I get wrong?
Nobody can cross the government. The government knows everything. The United States federal government knows everything.
Not if you're fraudulently filed.
No, it's not true. That if you feel that you live in a country that is corrupt...
I do.
Why are you still living here?
Well, not everyone has options, right?
I can give you a list of 15, 20 countries off the bat. You can live...
Yeah, regardless. Let's say America is corrupt. I still want to live there.
You understand?
Oh, but hold on. Just because there is corruption here, which there is. What are you talking about? Let's not be silly here.
If there would be corruption, the FBI would love to come here first than any other location in the world.
Come on, that's not true.
Well, I read the numbers in Minnesota.
22 people indicted for Medicaid?
Numbers in Minnesota. And listen, you can attack them as much as you want. What they did, that's big numbers, man.
Both of your schools had money laundering. You had people, yes, both.
There's 45 schools here.
So BMG had people that were charged with money laundering, and so did the school for special abilities.
As of when?
2019, 2018, 2017. Look it up. It's all over Google.
I don't look it up. You got to show it to me.
Come on.
95% of people in this vicinity, between these 4 or 5 zip codes, work very hard.
Yeah.
So if you want to go and dig in a place like here, Lakewood, where the same capital you're going to find in this small percentage...
You're making me want to dig now. You're making me want to look.
You're already digging, man. You're digging already for
I'm at Whole Foods. What are you talking about? 4 months?
What do you mean? Go break your head. You can keep on breaking your head.
I will break my head.
No problem. Eventually, when you break your head too much, you end up digging water. When you dig water, there's nothing under it.
You were in Jackson, which is really like a continuation of Lakewood. By the way, I don't know if you know how I toppled the government there. They had all these anti-Semitic laws. It was crazy. I had 2 conversations with the White House. Eventually, DOJ got involved. But anyway, so I don't know. Are you already doing your Lakewood thing?
I'm here with Dr. Richard Roberts. You sold a pharmaceutical company for $800 million. You were the vice chairman of the Israel Advisory Committee for Donald Trump in 2016.
Yes.
And you reached out to me. Why did you reach out to me via email?
Because you posted that, first of all, you did your video, Curious Yoel in New York, and got a lot of Orthodox Jews very, very upset.
But why did you reach out to me?
But towards the end of the video, you saw the altruism in the community, and you seemed to respect that. And since I could see that you seemed to me to have a sincere desire to actually get the real facts, because if you were just bigoted against us, you wouldn't be struck or commenting on the altruism in our community.
But you casually toppled the Jackson government. A, what does that mean? B, how did you get a relationship with the White House?
I never spoke to DOJ. I did speak to people in the White House twice to tell them what was going on, because...
Who in the White House?
I don't want to say.
First off, though, so you mentioned Jackson's a continuation of Lakewood. You toppled the governments. You went to the White House willy-nilly. Called? Okay. You're connected to the White House.
By the way, I rarely leave my house.
Which just goes to show the scale of your connections, in my opinion. I hear this voicemail, I'm like, shiver me timbers. Who am I dealing with a little bit here, right? Like, this guy's...
Little old
me. All right. Please call me. And you might be wondering, why are mega wealthy Jewish power brokers connected to Donald Trump trying to set the record straight with a lowly goy tuber like myself? This all begs the question. Why are they so afraid of me?
I think they just don't want you to portray Lakewood in a bad way. That's really all it is.
Is there any bad to see?
It's bad to see everywhere. It's good to see everywhere.
Man, that's a lie, bro. They only don't want him investigated because they don't want Tyler to know about the schemes that are going on in the township. And think about if the townspeople report it, you won't believe it until they start pulling out evidence left to right. But even if they do that, they still have a small voice compared to if, Tyler already came out and said what he thought about it. And then I just hopped on IG while filming this video and seeing that they're getting exposed left to right. They're actually, man, it's going crazy. What Tyler just did is big. Like, I didn't even know that was going on. Yeah, I live in Jersey, but I don't even know half of the things that's going on. I just mind my business. That's the best thing I ever do. Right, back into the video.
Exactly. Good, bad, and the ugly everywhere, right?
100%. I used to live here in Lakewood when I was in 9th and 10th grade. I love Lakewood. There's so much Jewish life here. It's so easy to be Jewish, and everything's cheaper. It's amazing here.
Why did Lakewood become such a large Jewish hub?
So I think it started with BMG, Mixed Marriage Kavoa, and then you had a lot. You know BMG?
Yeah. Tell me more about BMG, though, right? I hear it's like the Harvard of yeshivas.
Yes, it's top-notch. You just sit and learn all day. You already finished your high school phase. Most people went to Israel already, came back. And they just sit and learn all the time. It's amazing. I used to do it when I was a teenager. Lakewood's an amazing place and everything. And I think I've seen your videos all over. I just think that people get nervous and stuff like that. But you're just coming here filming the truth, and you're working just like we are. That's it. We're all in the same boat.
What should we know about Lakewood?
Great place. You're always welcome here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we've got, it's welcoming for the most part. A few guys are fired up. We try to give them the chance to speak, have a conversation. Do a little psst. What whisper did we miss?
Nothing. I gotta go now, but
I love it. To a T. A guy gets a whisper, then he goes quiet. Would you like to say anything? How you doing? Or with this guy whispering in his brethren's ears, he comes up when they're talkative and sweet, and he goes psst, 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 and then they stop talking. It is miraculous. Tyler, good to meet you. What's your name?
If I say something good, you're gonna put it on?
Let's go. We just met up with the guy. He was like pissed off that we come around here and explore. This guy's killing me, dude. The psst, psst. He's treating you like a child.
The whole world's gonna laugh so nice. I know.
This is pathetic. He's treating you like a child. Who is this guy?
Why are you guys
This
being
is
told what to say?
pathetic. Let the man speak. Okay, does that not look like suspicious activity?
Why is there so much secrecy if you have nothing to hide?
Why would he do that? He's the head whisperer. All right, tell me what you're gonna say.
How much money everyone makes in this town? Crazy amount.
What?
The police is also going to follow us, just FYI.
Gonna follow us.
There's a police special response unit, and the cops,
Yeah, I'm gonna stop the video here. I'll continue it. Just drop a comment if you want a part 2. But pretty much in the video, he does get stopped by the police, which is crazy. And he basically gets followed by Israel has this. Well, the people that live there, the Jews have their own private police, just like they have in New York, they have in Jersey, which I didn't know they had one in Jersey. I recently learned about the one in New York, maybe like last year, somewhere around last year. But yeah, they had that security team following him left to right, and yeah, those cops are really corrupt. Yes, I mean Jersey does have corrupt police, but not corrupt to that point. But yeah, that's crazy. But I'm ending off here though.